the Catnip picnic. Armed with a basket of catnip-infused treats, Jade and Gizmo embarked on their grand adventure. The sun-dappled meadow awaited them, its grass swaying in anticipation. Jade, a plump and contented female cat, led the way. Her round belly wobbled with each step, but she moved with purpose. Gizmo, the spirited calico kitten, trotted alongside, her tiny paws barely making an impression on the soft earth. They spread out a checkered blanket, a relic from Jade's humans' picnics, and arranged their feast. Catnip cookies, freshly baked and fragrant, beckoned from a porcelain plate. Next to them sat delicate cups filled with steaming catnip tea, the aroma swirling around the pair. And at the center of it all, a tower of catnip scones, golden and crumbly. Jade reclined, her belly forming a soft hill. She stretched out, her white fur catching the sunlight. Gizmo, always curious, perched on a nearby rock. Her eyes widened as she surveyed the spread. The scones were particularly tempting. She imagined herself scaling their peaks like a mountain climber. "Jade," Gizmo said, her voice a high-pitched whisper, "do you think the birds will join our picnic?" Jade chuckled, her whiskers twitching. "Why not? They're always up for a good time." She closed her eyes, savoring the warmth on her fur. "Besides, we've got the best catnip in the whole meadow." As if on cue, the birds began their serenade. Robins and sparrows perched on branches, their melodies weaving through the air. Jade hummed along, her plump body swaying gently. Gizmo, not to be outdone, attempted a dance. She twirled, her tiny tail fluffing up, and promptly tripped over her own paws. "Careful, little one," Jade said, opening one eye. "We don't want you tumbling into the tea." Gizmo blushed, her calico fur turning a shade darker. She regained her balance and sat primly, her tail wrapped around her like a scarf. "I'm just excited," she confessed. "This is my first picnic after all." Jade patted the blanket next to her. "Come, Gizmo. Let's enjoy our treats." She reached for a catnip cookie, its crumbly texture yielding to her touch. Life is too short to worry about spills and tumbles. Gizmo hesitated, then joined Jade. She nibbled on a scone, her eyes widening in delight. "Jade," she said between bites, "do you think ants like catnip too?" Jade chuckled. "Why not? Let's invite them." She flicked her tail, and suddenly, a line of ants emerged from the grass. They marched in formation, their tiny legs carrying crumbs 10 times their size. Jade imagined they were doing the conga, their little antennae wiggling to an invisible beat. And so, under the warm sun, Jade and Gizmo feasted. The birds sang, the ants danced, and the catnip worked its magic. For a brief moment, the meadow belonged to them, a haven of joy, friendship, and delightful treats. As the shadows lengthened, Jade leaned back, her belly now a mountain. Gizmo curled up beside her, her eyes half closed. "Jade," she murmured, "can we have a catnip picnic every day?" Jade chuckled, her heart full. "Of course, my dear Gizmo. Every day can be a catnip picnic if we believe it to be." And so, in that sun-dappled meadow, two unlikely companions reveled in their shared delight. The world faded away, leaving only the soft breeze, the rustling grass, and the promise of more picnics to come. And as the last crumbs vanished, Jade whispered to the sky, "Thank you for this perfect day." And the sky, in its infinite wisdom, winked back.